Abuja, good afternoon. It's good to know that you are always tuned to Love FM 104.5 Crowder Radio, the award-winning station, the family station, the best station to be at every time of the day. Sorry, we are coming in a little bit late. We had to take care of some things in the studio, and sorry for that. I'm Lilian Anele, your regular host, and I have a full house. When I say full house, Rachel is back in the studio, who never leaves the studio.
Of course, I never leave. Definitely. Good afternoon, Abuja. Of course, this is E4. You've been hearing my voice for, should I say, some hours now. Definitely, and now I'm back. Of course, E4 is one of my favorite programs. We'll get to talk about women. I just love talking about women because I get to learn a lot. So, Mama, thank you so much for this opportunity. I know I'm going to learn something today.
You're already a girl. And I have a he for she, the man who at times, I think we'll have to remove that he for she, because sometimes last time he didn't speak for us.
He's a he for she.
And he was not objective.
He's a he for she. So sometimes he's with the he and sometimes he's with the she. Definitely.
Okay. So handsome jealous.
Yes.
Maybe we should just introduce you.
Yeah, please. I don't like blowing my trumpet, but I know for a fact that I am handsome, and all those listening to us now know that I'm handsome. All those watching the as well know that I'm handsome. I don't talk much. Now, we handsome, and there's a way we talk, and of course there's a way we roll. And then it's my pleasure to be here today, because today is an amazing day right here on the program. And my name officially is God's Gift Julius. You call me handsome Julius now, I'll be your friend. If you're a husband material, want to add to it, call me handsome Julius. If you're a woman, you don't have husband material yet, call me handsome Julius. And from nowhere, your joy will be complete this afternoon.
Are you preaching?
I'm
So
in the
you
spirit.
are a preacher man.
I'm in the spirit.
All right. So
I'm in the
Abuja,
spirit.
I'm sure you are used to handsome Julius and his shenanigans. He has a way of stealing the show, but what do? We have to manage him.
Manage
course.
the way.
And Rachel reduced your 54 million years to 2 years.
Yes, so she
I don't
did.
know if she has increased it.
She did.
You
Oh.
have not increased it.
He's still 2 years.
And I'm just
He's still in the cell.
He's still in 2 years.
2 years.
I'm just calculating. By the time I'm out of this shell,
Yes.
I will retain my yards.
Okay.
And I'll make myself better.
You have no
For
idea
the-
where the answer.
All right. Abuja, we started a topic last time and we have not concluded on that topic. And that simply means that we are going to revisit it. And it is an interesting story. It's about a lady who got married to her husband, and they were happy. But until the man said that they were just going to marry traditionally, they were not going to do court marriage. And they pleaded, the wife pleaded, the wife's family pleaded, and the man maintained his stand. And the man's family also said that the man is old enough to know what is good for him. Then the woman went into the marriage because she was already pregnant, so she didn't want to have the baby out of wedlock. Now, in the marriage, one thing leads to the other. The father had to get her a job because she wasn't doing it, she wasn't employed, and it seems the husband was using that as an advantage because she was not bringing anything to the table. So when the father got her a job, and it's a big job, a multinational job, so now, and she already has 3 children, she needs to travel abroad. In fact, she needs to relocate, and part of the requirement for that travel is that she has to present her marriage document. And the one
They can give her visas for her
family, yes. And they need that court certificate. And here she doesn't have it. It's time, and the husband's business is not doing so well. So the man has agreed to travel. In fact, he was happy when he came out that it's an opportunity for them to japa. But the woman said, we didn't do this court marriage when we were supposed to do it. So now I don't think it's going to happen because he said it's not needed. And I think it's not needed. I will go with my children. The man said, no, I'm your husband. We are going as a family. The woman said, no, There's no need. We didn't do this court wedding when we were supposed to. Is it now that I want to travel? So this is the challenge now. The woman is now saying the man's family, they are calling her names and they are telling her, you should forgive. It's not right for you to keep doing what you are doing. Yes, your husband has offended you, but now he has made amends. So forgive and move on. And this woman is saying, no, there's nothing to forgive. You said, that court wedding is not needed because I was not bringing anything to the table. Now that you are the one who now needs it, I won't also oblige you. So we brought it up here, and we didn't have enough time to conclude on that matter. And we promised that we are going to revisit it. And today, here we are.
Yes.
So Handsome Julius didn't do justice to that topic. So I don't know if
For that day, it was for the he.
it was for the
He left the she aside.
yes, and we are now asking that this thing happened, and a lot of angles to it. Some persons called and say, hey, forgive, and some. I'm asking, what if they go abroad and something happens? Will it be the man's fault or the woman's fault? What I mean by something happens, maybe this woman has not forgiven this hurt for this number of years because she feels the man didn't do justice to her because she was not bringing anything to the table. And the man also, I also omitted something, that the man also didn't want his wealth to be shared.
Yes. Hence the reason why
He didn't want the court
Yes, that
marriage
since
in
the
first
woman
place.
is not contributing to the family, it's just him catering for the family. So if he goes in for a court wedding, it means his wealth will be shared. If something happens or if he dies, the woman will do away with the wealth. So now that he didn't die and they didn't divorce, and the table has turned, and the woman has more money now than the man, and they are to relocate. I think he was to Texas.
Yes, Texas. Yes.
Yes. So now the man is saying, please, I want to follow you. If you were this woman, what will you do?
Julia said,
It's not an easy one.
So if you are the woman, let's switch it now. You're not the man. If you are the woman, what will you do?
It's not an easy one. Understanding the fact that first and foremost, let me come from a perspective.
Let's remove understanding the fact.
The love is a beautiful thing, first and foremost.
Of course.
Very
Love is,
beautiful.
Yes, love is
when
awesome.
you share it with the right person.
With the right person. Love is patient. Love is caring. Love is kind. Love is awesome. Love is all about forgiveness. You can't love without forgiving. When you forgive, not just stop there at forgiving, try to forgive and forget where necessary. You have your wealth over time now. You have your wealth over time now, and that's because God has been faithful to you. Despite the fact that there were hitches or hiccups, you are currently doing the little that you're doing and making ends meet and putting naira and kobo to your pocket, supporting the family. Even if the issue of traveling abroad wasn't raised, for the very fact that you are also contributing your quota to your family. Forget about the inadequacies of your husband. Forget about what your husband may be doing at the long run or the short run. The major part is try as much and as much as possible to forget those black days. Those black days. I call it black days because there were days where she as a woman did not have what she's having today.
What did she have?
She don't make
in
them
those
now.
black days.
In those black days, she may not have been bringing
Her
anything
father was the
incredible to
one
the table.
Our father was the one that pushed for it. If he wanted her to bring something to the table, he would have pushed for her to bring something to the table. But her father had to push her so that she will be a better person. So why does he want to share in it now?
It's all about understanding.
From who?
The woman should help.
Help
Why
now.
didn't the man help?
The man may have been may have been used by some village people.
Are you now stammering?
I know. I'm trying to see.
You are not a stammerer.
I'm trying to see what I believe should be the right thing to do, because the fact is that so far the family has been united all this while, and then going abroad.
This woman has been bearing this grudge for God knows how long. You understand? Because the man refused to do what he was supposed to do.
Yes.
And he refused out of selfishness, not because he didn't, see the need, but he felt that what if something happens, this woman will do away with my wealth.
Mm.
And he also forgot that this woman is the mother of his children. So if he's no more, nobody will take care of your children more
Better
than
than,
your wife
yes.
or your husband. So that means that when you have wealth, the number one person to consider is your spouse. Is your spouse. And okay, what if you now die and leave your spouse without anything? Do you also, bother what will happen to them? A lot of widows, last time Lady Ohabonwa
Yes.
did something for the widows. And some of them, when they share their stories, you will weep for them. So if the man is now, if the man now has money to make sure that the family is okay, and peradventure he dies, he should also be happy wherever he is, if there's anything like that, that the family is well taken care of. So why would a man now decide to be wicked to himself and to the family simply because he does not want the wife to have access to his wealth?
I want to come from this perspective. Oftentimes, some men are scared of court marriage, precisely court marriage, because of the fear of the unknown. They believe that, what if I now tie the knot with this particular lady, in a court of competent jurisdiction, and then the lady gets to find out that I have this XYZ ABC amount of money or acquisition, and decides to go the extra mile, to pursue, and even to do extra things.
See, the Bible says whoever finds a wife finds
a
a
good
thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Most definitely.
And as a man, when you want to settle down, yes, physical beauty is necessary, but character is the most important thing. If you marry a man or a woman with that character, you are finished.
Yes.
So if a man decides to overlook character and just look at the physical beauty and just say, well, no, I'm just in love with her physique, I like the way, I like her color and everything, and you forget about character, in marriage, that beauty will not sustain it. Character has to be involved. So if you make mistake in your choice of life partner, it's for you to live with it. So you won't say because A had a bad marriage, then means every woman is bad. So if you are not ready, if you are not sure of the person you are going to spend the rest of your life with, why go into it?
You can't do mistake, Uncle.
Talk to
What
me.
mistake?
I think the mistake is not from the man in this case. I think the mistake is from the woman, because she went into it knowing fully well what the man has already done.
Maybe
He refused to legalize the marriage, and she went ahead to do it. So I think the mistake is from her. And now she's facing it. Because now he's being selfish. Now he's being self-centered. Because if the tables were turned, I believe that the man would not accept to do what he's asking her to do. He will not accept it.
Wow. Well,
I think the woman, yes, may have made mistake, but there's this thing about giving legality to your child. So I think that is what moved her into that marriage. But we are knowledgeable now. We know that it's not just about being under the roof of a man, but your happiness is paramount.
very paramount.
And you can't, if you enjoy your marriage, is going to be an issue. You have to enjoy your marriage.
Yes.
And enjoying marriage doesn't mean you have to have everything, around you. No. But your spouse should give you happiness. If you have a spouse who, even when you are going through difficulties, is there to tell you, don't worry, we'll come out of it stronger. That is what happiness in marriage means. It doesn't mean that it has to be sugar in the morning,
giving you 10
sugar
million
in the
every
afternoon,
day.
and sugar in
10
the
what?
evening.
10 million every day.
Please
Yes.
give me 10 million.
Yes.
So why
So you
sugar
don't.
then?
Yeah. So because sugar is here.
Yeah, sugar.
And we need to know sugar. You
Yes.
have been listening to us. The man, refused to do court wedding.
Okay.
Because he said he doesn't want the wife to share his wealth. Now,
Why is he thinking about that?
then
Okay.
now the woman is traveling abroad.
Okay.
The woman is moving abroad. She got a big job.
Which her father
And
helped her with.
Yes, her father helped her because the husband didn't want her to do anything. He wants her to just be at home and rely solely. Now his business is not doing well. And the woman got a job with a multinational company
Okay.
and needs to move abroad. And there's no court wedding. That is part of the certificate for the family to move abroad.
And now the husband wants the court wedding.
Now the husband said, let's quickly do it, so that we can try. The woman said, no, we don't need to do it.
Now, such a man, I would say, is a selfish person,
God
in the
bless
sense
you.
that when
Are you listening?
when the two come together, they're supposed to be one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wonder why you say you love your woman and then you don't want to
It's
go
called
ahead.
marriage in the Bible.
You don't want to go ahead with a certain
It's
process.
called marriage in the Bible.
Now, if he was coming from an
Okay, so let
angle,
him travel with
It's
the
called
Bible.
marriage in the
Let him
Bible.
travel with the Bible.
And that's why the young man now is saying that okay, now can we do the court?
Let him travel
It's
with
called
white
marriage in the Bible.
He doesn't want the
Did
Bible.
our parents do court
Only
marriage?
traditional.
what was
Did
his
our
reason?
parents go do court marriage?
AJ, are you listening to me?
What was his
What was
reason?
his reason for refusing
He
to
said
go
I
he
on
went
with
from
the
personal
court
ground. I said I don't want to do court marriage.
What was his
Excuse me.
reason?
Okay,
His reason
No
was
reason.
a selfish
Wait,
one.
No.
His reason was a selfish one.
I can decide. I
And
can
you
decide.
cannot be selfish.
Sugar, I can decide. I don't. It's just like some people now. They can decide. I don't want
You
to do a
cannot be
white
selfish
wedding.
in marriage.
I don't want to do white wedding.
Whatever decision,
I
you
just
need
want
to-
to do tradition.
you need to put your
And that's
reason
all.
into
So
consideration.
why will you bamboozle me? Why will you
this is not
cajole me?
about-
No, why will you
AJ.
cajole me into doing what I
AJ,
don't want?
AJ,
I say I
AJ.
can't. I don't want
Why
I
now?
to.
think you're getting this wrong.
Why I
you
want
want
it now?
it
Because
now?
of the job.
Yes.
Yes.
So now you want it because of the job.
No, because of
So all of a sudden
She
you
was,
want
listen.
If it was not available, if that job
Are you
was
going
not
to listen to me?
forthcoming,
Are you
if
going
it
to
was
listen
not
to me?
forthcoming,
Listen to me.
there's no need for it.
Hold on. Just sit
Do you
down.
need to
Sit
travel?
down,
Why
sit
do you need
down.
a visa?
She was only
Why do you
saying
need a
what
why
she
do you
said.
why do you need
She
an
was
international
only-
passport?
Sit down. Sit down.
Why do you need an international passport?
Sit
If
down.
you're not traveling, why do you need an international passport?
She was only
If that's
saying what
one of
she
the
said
prerequisites, I'll
because
do it.
She was
Let
doing
me
it
do it,
in the
I'll
best
not do
interest
it.
of the family.
And nobody will cajole me.
Selfish
I mean,
reasons.
nobody will cajole me. Nobody will cajole
Can
me.
you sit down? Why are you feeling
Good
oppressed?
afternoon.
Yeah, good
to you.
afternoon.
What's your name? What
Welcome.
are you
You
calling
have
us from?
1 minute, please.
Yeah, this is landlord. I'm calling from it. Am I right now?
Landlord, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
that call didn't stay through. All
That
right,
call,
then.
so give her the
Sugar.
phone number.
Yes.
first.
So
Well, let me give out the phone lines first. The number to call us on is 081-009-213-67. We have another caller. Let's hear from this person. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Ernest, welcome.
Ernest.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ernest. Please tell them.
there is nothing good about the afternoon right now.
Haba.
Good afternoon, general manager. Yes.
Well done, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Ernest, go
I
ahead.
totally agree with it.
Haba.
What do you agree to? What are you agreeing to?
What are you agreeing?
Exactly all what he said.
What did he say? What did he say that makes sense? He did not say anything that makes sense.
Oh, because it's from AJ, you agree. All right.
All right, thank you. Let's take another call.
What did he
Hello, good
say?
afternoon.
It was just
I don't
ranting.
need a court. I don't need a court marriage.
Hello, good afternoon.
It was just ranting.
How are you, AJ? How are you?
Who greet you?
What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, you're welcome. Can you tune down the volume of your listening device?
I'm calling from Apo.
Okay.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hello?
Can you tune down the volume of your listening device?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you
I
now.
can hear you now. Yes, go on.
Yeah, the story actually is not balanced. The story is not balanced.
Why so?
The reason why I say the story is not balanced is
Why?
that he said the man refused to do court marriage. Was there an initiation of marriage at the first instance? Did the man do traditional marriage?
Yes.
Yes.
It is traditional.
Did the man do any form of traditional marriage?
Yes,
It's
yes.
traditional.
He did that.
But he said he will not do court wedding because he doesn't want his wife to share his wealth.
Thank you.
No, did you hear the
You
reason
know
he
you had the
refused?
reason.
I think-
Okay,
Whether
Because he
reason,
doesn't want his wife to share his wealth.
or no
Because he doesn't
reason.
want his wife to share his
Whether-
wealth.
Your wife is part of you, for goodness
AJ,
sake.
let me say something. I think the callers are not getting it clear.
Okay, please.
The man refused to do a court wedding
Because
because the wife was not marrying at that time, and he said he doesn't want any, in case anything happens, that he doesn't want the wife to share his wealth.
okay.
He wants the wealth to remain for him. So he didn't do that. And years into the marriage, the woman's father got a job for her in a multinational company, and part of the requirement for them to relocate abroad,
You have to be legally
is
married.
that they have to be legal. They have to produce that certificate from the court. And the man is now willing to go for that court wedding.
So
And the
now
woman
he's
says no.
willing.
Now he's
Yeah,
willing.
he's willing.
And the wife is not willing.
He's willing. He's willing for her to share
this.
his
Yeah,
wealth.
to share her wealth.
Yes, share
Wow.
his.
Not sharing. It's all about traveling abroad.
Hello, good afternoon.
This is not in the best interest of the
Blessing, you're
family, but
welcome.
his own selfish interest.
You people, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Blessing.
All you ladies, all you men that they are there, they know what is right, but they refuse to say the truth. The thing is that if now that they happen for, if she get like from this, they cannot. They cannot. We know what they talk about love. For this reason, I don't even know what is wrong. The person that you love, you cannot hide anything from her.
Exactly.
One man when you do that woman, that you don't love the woman, that is it. You know, not be children the first. So now wife when you marry,
First, yes.
He don't leave you.
Okay.
So what is your advice? Just 1 minute, 1 second, please. Your advice.
Okay.
Not be your children get when you love the wife before children.
Okay, Blessing.
Okay, we'll continue this conversation on our social media. We'll
Okay,
continue
Blessing,
this
we
on
have
our
to let
social
you
media.
go
Thank you
now.
very much. That's the size of our package. Until next week, we'll bring you another interesting topic. This topic is never exhausted.
Very never exhausted.
But we will just have to move on. You can join us on our social media where we'll continue with this conversation. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, follow us, share, and we also want to see your comments. Thank you very much.